What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is pretty clean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Test 1 2 from the streets of New York. What's up?
Well, you know, again, this thing just is such a pain in the butt.
Is this a permanent setup?
No, this is not a permanent setup. That's why this thing is such a pain in the butt.
Get right up on the mic. Let me hear it.
All right, how about that? That sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, nice.
This is what it sounds like when your dreams get pushed over and thrown away. They get thrown away, but that's not right. That's not okay. That's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah.
So pretty much you touch one thing in this rig and the whole thing goes down. You know what I mean?
I do. I know.
I'm like, hey, what does this button do? Boom. There goes 25 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
How does this work, Rush? We like every time we get somebody to actually want to do this thing. And it's like, yeah, hey, nice. And then I pull up my coffee or like I bump something and it's like, hold on a second. Then it's refresh. No, it's you. And then we're talking. Then I've learned, no, it's me.
Hard.
No, it's you.
Well, I'll tell you this. He's here, and there is not a small demographic that's gonna really enjoy this conversation.
So we were just saying, Damien, that I touch one thing on this rig and the whole thing goes down.
Goes crazy.
It's just like I touch one thing and the whole thing falls apart. And then we're like, no, it's you, no, it's me. Oh, let's refresh and let's hold our finger in the wind and let me put on some tinfoil on my head.
Amateur podcasters.
I love it. I love the beard. I love the beard.
And so, thank you, man. Thank you.
Dude, isn't it epic? It's like, and the best part about it is, Damien, is that he runs. So depending on the day, he kind of has a Forrest Gump vibe. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So Damien, remind us where you live.
I'm from the Bronx, New York.
If you can't tell.
No joke.
No joke.
Yes, I am. Can you tell with the accent?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I hear so many things. You know, the Bronx is like, in my mind, now again, California born and raised, right? I don't think I've never been to the Bronx. I've been to like Manhattan once.
Got it.
But the Bronx, in my mind, Damien, has this like, I don't know, almost like I want to use the word mythical.
So depends on when you're asking, right? If you ask the kid from when I was a teenager, right? It's like it's everything at your fingertips. You have what you want, right? Like it's the city on every corner. There's a store. You don't have to go far. You don't have to drive. You don't need a car. You ask the man who I am today, and it's like, all right, I'm trying to go upstate, right? I'm trying to get away from the city. I want to leave from it, right? Yeah. So I want peace and quiet. I don't want to hear the sirens, right? Like, there you go.
By the way,
here it goes.
Any more New York?
So,
wow,
right?
That's amazing. That happens all the time.
So yeah, I mean, that's a fire truck. So yeah, I mean, those happen everywhere, right? Yeah, especially out in California. Yeah, it is, right. Perfect timing. You got to cue that up. So, I mean, I don't want to say it's the grit, but it is New York, right? It's a tough place to live. It's a tough place to grow up. You got to earn your stripes. You got to, stand by your word. I mean, you should stand by your word anywhere you live, but I mean, it's just New York. What you hear comes with the territory.
So I have some friends who are from the Bronx, and I've always been jealous in a way of people from New York. I never really have had the experience of having something like a hometown where you really draw your identity from it. I'd like to hear you just say a little bit about what you feel as is the pride of being a true New Yorker. I mean, you are a true New Yorker,
right?
Being from New York is just the the grittiness to it. It's being able to stand and withstand whatever comes at you.
The word that you keep using is a word that I really like, and I think it fits so well. It's the word grit.
Yeah.
And Joe, I don't know. I think I told you this. One of the reasons his Instagram account just caught my attention while I was doing the normal scrolling thing, was that we do have something in common. I'm not from the Bronx and I don't have a great hometown, but we are both sort of new runners.
Yes.
He's getting ready to run his first marathon.
Nice.
He's super trained up. He's fresh. He knows the lingo. He's done his homework. He's tapering down this week. He's got a shakeout run today for 20 minutes.
I gotcha. Okay, so I'm new to all this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So tell me why all of a sudden you wanted to run a marathon?
So we go prior to all of the running and to the journey. And as you look on, if you'll see on the page, I wasn't the way that I look now prior to, I say 2019, right? I was actually 250. All right. I weighed 250 pounds. I'm now down to 170. So
No joke.
Yeah,
no
that
joke.
was also something really,
Yeah.
really impressive
Wow.
in his
Hey,
account.
by the way, before you go any further, congratulations,
Appreciate
man.
it.
I met someone the other day who said they were going to run. Now, this is why I'm confused.
Okay.
This person, she's a runner, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm training for a marathon, and I'm running a marathon." And I thought she said the New York City Marathon, and it's like right up at this time. So when you said you were running a marathon, I think I had that in my mind.
Probably.
That those must be maybe she's running what you're running. So is the New York City Marathon every other year?
No, so the New York City Marathon it's every year. It's in September.
What are you laughing at?
What are you doing, Rush?
What
are you doing?
I'm trying to get.
You're trying. You know the reason why is
I'm
because
trying to
I had a
understand.
sandwich 2 days ago, and
No.
as I was thinking about that, and then that kind of rhymes with marathon, and then this person I met. So that's what are we doing?
Have you run a marathon, Joe?
You want to know what I have? I've ran, now
Yes.
again. Yes, and I wouldn't call them running as much as surviving. But yes,
Participating.
I did my first one. And I came just under 8 hours. So it was like, so it was the LA Marathon. It was
Okay.
the LA Marathon. Like, I was so bad that they after a while, which
Are you
Damien,
joking?
this isn't going to be. No, I'm serious.
They allow it to go that long? I'm not being rude.
Oh,
I'm
Some of them do,
serious.
some
They
of them
allow.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they shut down. This will just tell you how slow I was. That they started, it's the LA Marathon, so they shut everything down. Well, after a while, they had this big truck, and they're like, "Come over to the side." And so I had to go on the sidewalk because they had to open up the streets again in order for me to get back. And it was great. Like what you're saying, Damien. It's just you go, you know what? I want to challenge myself. I want to do something, and the marathon just seems like this Mount Everest-y type experience where you're like, how can I push myself? And you go, well, a marathon. It seems that. But then when you get into the mix of it, you realize, man, this so for me, I got into it. I got like 3 miles into it, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, what have I done?
I did not. I'm like, I did not train. But then, and this would be the last because I want to hear more about Damien, but what happened is that I got into it and I kept going. And then I got about 10 miles into it. And I'm like, okay, man, I'm really hurting. But then, no kidding you, I didn't know how to get back to my car. So the only way that I knew how to get back to my car was to finish and to follow all the other people to go down there. So anyway, I finished at the end, and it was just me because it was cold and rainy and nobody came out to see me. And I just got back into my car and I went home.
That's hysterical.
So there you go. So that, hey, it's a start to something. But I tell you what, your desire to do those things is pretty obvious. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah. One of the things I noticed as I started running is we all have intrusive thoughts in life, right? And we know that it's important to keep our thought life in control and to be focused and just in general life. And so,
And you're using the word intrusive the way that Damien was saying, like the demons, right?
Mhm.
Is that, am I tracking?
yeah,
To a certain extent.
It's like
could
those
yes,
those
right,
intrusive
sure.
thoughts, right?
Often they're intrusive and unwanted, and
Right.
but they're coming in for a variety of reasons. But I start to lose control of my thoughts, and I start to just like momentarily kind of like obsess about them. And I had to start a kind of practice. I don't know, this might sound silly, but I had to start a practice of saying to myself, hang up, because those thoughts were coming in and distracting me, or I was thinking about, like you said, Damien, like how far I have to go, and I have to say, hang up, and cut. And that's helped me in a lot of other areas of my life, to control and maybe take captive those thoughts,
Yes.
so that we can focus. And so I really appreciate what you're saying and what your experience has been, because I think that's a huge part of, I don't think it's just valuable to have, like physical exertion, physical discipline is obviously very valuable. I mean, it's made you a much healthier person. It's given you, a lot of other benefits in life,
Yep.
but there's this other part that goes along with it, and huge benefit.
Yeah, I mean, part of the journey, like I said, I'm a completely different person than, I mean, if we would have had this conversation 7 years ago, I mean, we wouldn't be having this conversation, right? But on this journey that I am to try to become the best version of me daily, right? If we get 1% better every day, like that's just the way that I live now. And it sounds so alien from the way that I grew up, and even speaking to family, and, it's people just don't understand this kind of talk because it's just completely different. If you can control your mind, I think you win half of the game of life, right? Or if not majority of it. I mean, controlling your mind is a hard thing to do, as we all have thoughts, no matter who we are. And it doesn't have to necessarily mean demons, Joe. Those demons are a little bit different for me, and I'm sure there's different for everybody, right? But those intrusive thoughts of, it could just be like, oh my God, what do I have to do next week? Or I got to pay this bill or that, like those kind of intrusive thoughts, right? Or just thinking about like, what am I going to have for dinner, or what am I going to do tomorrow? And I got, games, and how am I going to, get things done? So those things, always flood our minds. And, when I run, none of those come. But, the demons that I, kind of refer to is just being the person who I was, and as we do things, that we don't take care of our bodies, and we, go run a drink if it's, if you're having a bad day, if you're not happy with, your job, or, I'm going to go have a drink, I'm tired, like you're just not happy with yourself. Right. So all those things those are the demons that I fight and want to pull out of me. Like, that person, like I said, I kill and bury and make sure that you never come out again. So, those kind of things. But yeah, I mean, it's helped me mentally get a lot stronger running. It's been a great journey so far. I mean, it's been 15 weeks, 14 weeks, 413 miles. It's been
an
a
amazing
lot.
transformation.
I tell you what, thanks so much, Damien, for helping me to hear further about the demons and how that's different than other intrusive thoughts. I really appreciate you being willing to share that. I think it helps me to even just to value even more just what you've been committed to and what you're on the precipice of doing. It's really cool. Let me ask you this: you've used this word a lot too.
Okay.
You've used the word freedom a lot. It's in. I mean, on all the different things we were talking about, hey, it's freedom, or this is free. What is freedom? What does freedom feel like to you when you talk about freedom?
So just what we said, the captivity of those intrusive thoughts. And like I said, when you have that, your mind is so strong, and it could be your worst enemy, right? So being able to have freedom from those thoughts, you feel weightless. And as we spoke about earlier, it's just having that, integrity to who you are, being true to who you are, not trying to fit in, right? Not trying to, like, I want to stand away from the crowd. So many, I'm sure I'm not the only one. And, when you grow up, you're trying to find an identity. You try to hang out with this crowd. You're trying to be so many things because you don't know who you are as a young kid, right? And even until I don't even know when we grow. I mean, everybody grows up at a different time in their life, but I would say from 13 to 25, you're really just trying to fit in and trying to see where you stand and where you can hold up, right? Until you can to grow up on your own and just be happy with who you are. And I think that's where freedom comes in. I think if you want to where's that end goal is being happy with who I am. I don't want to say live your truth because I know that's a big thing going out there, but just being true to who you are, right?
Yeah.
And that's it, not caring what anybody thinks and not caring about opinions and just I know who I am and and that's it. That's the freedom.
Yeah. I really appreciate your story and I appreciate that you're sharing it on Instagram the way that you were. That's, caught my attention and why I thought it would be awesome to talk to you. And it absolutely is. I was telling Joe that, when we are inviting people just to hang out like we are today, it comes off a little weird, creepy, kind of like when you got my message.
Oh yeah.
I told Joe, I said, hey, listen, this guy, he's not sure if I'm an AI bot. And he says, hey,
weird. It is weird. I have to admit.
But this was the thing. This was this is actually one of the cool things about why we're doing this, because one of the things you said to me when you replied, which I'm grateful that you did, it didn't just dismiss me and block me as a bot or something,
right,
is that you said, you started asking me questions about why would you ask me? Because the assumption is we would like to hang out with you because you're a great runner and you're elite and you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, which you don't. Right. And that's what you said. You said, I don't have any followers. I mean, I think you've got 200 followers. And you were like, why would you want to talk to me? So just that, you felt like, why would you ask me to do this? I'm just an ordinary guy. And that's what I love about your story, because your story is sharing that this is what ordinary people can do. We're not, and that's just, that's the brilliance of our whole conversation.
No,
it's amazing
to me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was funny. I mean, like I said, it was the specificity, right, of you saying, hey, the only thing that made me respond was I enjoyed the marathon training. And I was like, wait.
Right. He's actually reading it.
It's actually real, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me see what this is about. And then
human intelligence might not be much.
Well, there is. It's amazing, isn't it? That just what's ordinary humanity is really extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's just to be able to explore, like what you're saying, Damien, about just the exploration of freedom to live and to explore what it means to be human and to move away from things that are toxic and to explore what beauty and goodness and joy is, and to have a compass that allows you to kind of strive for that and to explore it, right? I mean, even as you're talking, it's like when you decided to do that versus how you're thinking now, that you've been able to explore both the margins and the depths and the new thoughts, and I think that's what's so cool about stories like yours. And honestly, just being able to meet people and to hear is because you get to see that being human is really a fascinating exploration.
100%.
And that actually the journey itself is valuable.
Yeah. I mean, you learn, as you mentioned, the depths can be very low. The valleys can be very, very low. The peaks can be high, but those valleys is where most people get caught up at, right? And they really never kind of climb out of them. So, to be stuck in a valley for so many years, right? To who knows what the switch was. It all really kind of took a mind of its own during COVID, right? Where a lot of people took a step back. And
a lot of people experienced that.
Yeah, and started, relying on drinking and food for comfort and staying home and not
Yeah.
being able to do things. And it was like you're at a pivotal point in life at your age. That's one. And you're at a
Yeah.
pivotal point right now, like where can you go? Um, and it was like stay in this lane or make
Yeah.
it happen, right? And I was already on the weight loss journey because it was 19, so it was right before COVID, right? But it was like, okay, this could really shape up the future. And I mean, it just working out from home and just doing what I was doing and just never stopped. And then now it's just it's who I am. It is my identity. And if I could help anybody who's in my shoes or have been through things that I've been through, I'm willing to share and speak my truth to those people if
cool.
people are
It's
willing to
awesome.
listen, right?
It's
Well,
awesome.
I'm telling you what, Heidi's gonna go, Joe, why are you running right now? I'm telling you, listen, I texted Damien today. I'm going for a run. I'm out of here. Okay, all right, whatever. I'll tell you later.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
it's
Okay, actually, I was just thinking about Heidi.
that.
Speaking of which, you've mentioned a little
Yeah.
bit about your
Yes.
family. I'd love to just hear what is life in relationship in your home? What's it like, and who's there, and what does it feel like right now?
Yeah, no, I mean life is great. We're a very small family out in the Bronx here. So I
Okay.
have my son Christian, he's 12. I have my girl Joey, she's so not his mom. We're separated, but there's plenty of blended families, and it's an amazing family. I've never been in a happier place in my life, and a lot of it does come.
Good for you.
A lot of that does come from happiness from within, right? I mean, you got to be happy
Yeah.
with yourself. We can't pour from empty cups, right? So
Mm.
if we're not happy with ourselves,
Ugh.
we're going to project things onto other people. So, I mean, I always ask for forgiveness for those things, but other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, I have my brother, my mother. They don't live here with me, but that's pretty much here in New York. So it's a small crew. We're a powerful crew together. But yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
great. My son's
Now,
12. He plays baseball. Uh, so if I'm not running or working, I'm at a baseball field.
What do you think is the main transformation beyond physical? I'm not talking about physical transformation, but what's the main transformation in you as a person? You say like this, I used to be like this, or this is the way I would describe myself. And today, this is the essential, the deepest transformation of me as a person so far, and what I really want to carry on.
It's the mental clarity, but it's the hanging out. It's the party version, right? It's the wanting to just hang out and always had a fairly decent career and been successful in sales and what I've done, but it was the I don't want to say prioritization because I mean family always came first, right? Like taking care of what I had
Right.
to, but were there lapses for sure of what am I going to go do, like what am I going to go run to, quote unquote, like it wasn't down the block, it was let's go have fun. But it was the mental. That's the biggest transformation. Without changing your outlook and your perspective, then I don't believe anything else can change. I don't think working out is going to do that for you. I think
Yeah.
you could still work out for aesthetics, right, and want to look great. But it's more for mental stability for me and to just to be able to walk this path and stay on this journey. It'd be very hard for me to go back to who I was. I mean, there's nothing that could shake me. You'd have to kill me, like, and I don't mean that. Like you would have. That person is gone.
That's amazing.
That's it.
Really amazing. That's actually why Joe works out, is the aesthetically pleasing part you were talking about.
I see it.
As you can tell, I don't work out.
Take your shirt off, Joe.
The Conan look.
Take your shirt off.
But I'm telling you what, I'm going to be doing a couple extra rounds this week. I'll tell you that, because
So I have a friend who ran. He has a lot of friends who are runners, and he's pretty fast. He's very fit. And then he decided he was going to train for another one, which was this past Saturday in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
And it's a Boston qualifying marathon. So he was going to run the marathon. He has to qualify. He had to run under 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay.
And he absolutely is trained, ready to do that. He goes, he runs the marathon. He gets in front of the 320 pacer and just knows, as long as I stay in front of this guy, I'll have my goal, I'll qualify, and then I'll go run Boston. Huge dream come true. So he runs the marathon, and at the end of 26.2 miles, he is at a time of 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Nice.
When the official time is set, or, is put out, he's at 3 hours and 21 minutes. The course was accidentally a half mile too long.
Oh no.
No way.
And I think what happened was there was the recent shooting tragedy in downtown Louisville. The start finish line on the normal course was to be sort of right in front or nearby where that happened. And they didn't want people congregating and standing around there at the race and celebrating.
Wow.
So they moved it, and they said they had it recertified, but the pacer that he was with, his watch distance measured a half mile too long.
Oh no.
But that extra half mile put him outside of the time.
Yeah, of course.
So he doesn't qualify.
That is not a positive story, Rush.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Rush, I'm just saying, before I do something really hard and I need inspiration, I'm just gonna.
Let me tell you the worst story.
I'm gonna be like halftime
No,
at the
but
Super Bowl.
I'm not going.
Let's bring Rush in here to just inspire us all by talking about tragedy.
No.
Joe, I'm so excited about your daughter's wedding next week.
But let me tell you about the divorce rate in the country. It's at a record high.
That is going to be the worst story ever. Hey, listen, before you ask us a question, let me just throw a big wet blanket on your whole day on this weekend. I just want to let you know. Good night, Rush.
But it's out and back. You're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be.
I told you it was not positive.
Well, I mean, they should fix that, though. They should fix that. I think that's kind of wrong. They should try to do something.
Oh gosh, that gave me a cramp. Oh man, I laughed so hard. Damien, thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem.
For giving us the chance to hang out and it's been really nice to meet you.
That was a great conversation.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you, man.
You guys have a great day. Take care.
It was really interesting. It's like, even in the beginning when he was talking, he was like, I don't know. Halfway through, it was really when he started to talk about what was in his head.
Yeah.
And we were able to be there. Yeah. And he was like, you know what? You guys are normal. With me. Yeah. You guys are with humans. Me. You're with me. You're not trying to take something from me. You're not trying to leverage something. Like, there's no ulterior motive. You got a sense right around then that he was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be in the moment with you guys. Yeah, just for a little bit. And it's interesting. I think everybody has everybody has those moments where you go, boy, is this for real? Like, is there just genuine interest?
And he said before, when we were just trying to text, just to, I said, I'd like to talk to you on the phone, just kind of settle your nerves. I can immediately settle your nerves. And actually the first thing I said to him was, listen, we're just a couple of idiots making a podcast and you have nothing to worry about. But he was concerned in particular. And rightly so, right? Everybody should be concerned. But
and again, because it is interesting that a lot of conversation really does come back down to trust and optimism. And I think what was a really pull out of this conversation today was that, You know, it is interesting that post-COVID, I think
Mhm.
people realize that relationship really does matter. Hey, listen, friend. Hey, thanks for letting me hang out with you. My battery, I think, on my computer is gonna die, so I should
Oh,
probably say
good.
goodbye.
All right. I love you too.
I love you, Rush. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, that's it for today. Our next episode is going to be released 1 week from today. So make sure to check us out anywhere you get your podcasts. And if you could, rate the podcast. We'd love to be able to share what we enjoy with as many people as possible. So we appreciate it. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next time.